This story is extraordinary, especially if it's true. And it all started in the desert, just north of Las Vegas.
A local scientist who's worked at Groom Lake
said to be where top-secret weapons systems have been tested over the years.
He has asked that his identity be shielded.
Exactly what's going on up there? What's going on up there could be the most important event in history. Physical contact and proof from another system, another planet, another intelligence.
What would happen to you if the government learned that you were giving us this information?
He just wanted to stay alive.
Maybe this has been kept from us for a good reason.
Sir, how do we know you are who you say you are?
My name's Bob Lazar. I'm known for working at a classified base and reverse engineered alien spacecraft.
It went all over the world. He put Area 51 on the map.
Can we ever be made whole if we're not believed?
We can't verify what was going on in his background.
I have no motivation to lie.
The science and the technology can change us.
We've always looked to the skies for answers, instead of looking into ourselves.
It's been decades since Bob Lazar spoke about Area 51 and his workings within the secret government base. Until now.
Bob Lazar claims our government captured alien spaceships, UFOs, and keeps them in a secret warehouse. And that's not all. Bob says Uncle Sam hired him to figure out how they fly.
The documentary filmmaker who brought you The Hunt for Skinwalker, Jeremy Corbell, brings you the new exclusive interview with Bob Lazar. The most infamous person who's worked at Area 51 comes forward in a groundbreaking documentary. Is Bob Lazar telling us the truth?
They are actively and have in their possession alien spacecraft, and they are actively undergoing analysis.
Skeptics and naysayers debunk Bob Lazar over the years, but in fact, he's passed a lie detector test.
He willingly agreed to take a lie detector test, requested and independently arranged by a Las Vegas reporter. Terry Tavernetti is the ex-cop who administered the test.
If he's lying, he ought to be in Hollywood, because he gave absolutely no physiological indications of attempting deception.
What's your thoughts on Bob Lazar? Do you believe that he worked in Area 51? Does Element 115 exist on this world today? And what does he know now?
Lazar says the saucers are powered by an antimatter generator, fueled with an element which he says could only have come from another planet.
They set up and produce their own gravitational field. Just as the Earth holds all matter down, they produce that same field, but out of phase, and it repels itself. The effects that can cause, the way in which everything operates is by all intents and purposes, magic. I mean, it is so far beyond our level of technology.
Nothing good comes from the UFO field for him. This is a reluctant UFO Messiah. It changed his life.
This week we've heard the contention of UFO researchers that there's a secret government within our government.
Well, there's several, actually 9 flying saucers, flying discs, that are out there of extraterrestrial origin.
The live interview with the shadowy Dennis drew international attention. Portions were broadcast by radio in 6 European countries and in a nationally televised TV special in Japan. Despite numerous inquiries and feelers, Dennis has remained anonymous until now. His real name is Robert Lazar. He says he was hired to work at an area called S4, which is a few miles south of Groom Lake. At S4, he says, are flying saucers, antimatter reactors, and other working examples of technology that is seemingly beyond human capabilities.
I did not believe that this should be a security matter. Some of it, sure. But just the concept that there's definite proof. We even have articles from another world, another system. You just can't not tell everyone.
It was like a Twilight Zone episode. It just kept getting stranger. The fact that it was happening at all was the weirdest part. Look, it's been 30 years, and all of a sudden you raised it to this level? You know, this is a powerful technology, fearsome technology, and you just don't want everyone to have it. It'll become obvious how to make constructive as well as destructive devices from it. It's my only guess as to why they have never released information. It's kind of difficult. Once you release the technology to be analyzed and give it to everyone, they can just run with it. You really can't keep the weapon potential hidden. You really can't. Look, with ET technology, you can literally rule the world.
Well, I am telling the truth. I've tried to prove that what's going on up there could be the most important event in history. You're talking about contact, physical contact and proof from another system, another planet, another intelligence. That's got to be the biggest event in history, period.
And it's real.
And it's real and it's there.
On December 3rd, at the Ace Hollywood Theater, Third Phase of Moon will be on location at the world premiere for this event. We've got the VIP pass, and we will be speaking with Bob Lazar and Jeremy Corbell at the event. But before we get to that, we will be interviewing them before the world premiere. Let me tell you, we got some big questions for them. If you've got any questions for either of the gentlemen, let us know in the comments below, because I got a feeling what we find out from Bob Lazar himself will blow you away. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be my pleasure sharing that with you, but I'm excited about this new documentary. I got a sneak peek at it, and let me tell you, you're going to find out about a lot of stuff. What did Bob Lazar do in Area 51? Well, that's the big secret, isn't it? He's going to give it to us all. And the cover-up behind it. They tried to destroy the man's name, but they couldn't do it. And his story did get out to the world. But right now, I think Jeremy Corbell's movie will shock you when you get to find out the real Bob Lazar himself.
I have no motivation to lie. The science and the technology can change us.
We've always looked to the skies for answers, instead of looking into ourselves.
Blake Cousins, keep your eyes on the skies and stay tuned for the interview. It's been my pleasure. We'll see you again next time.
Working on the government saucers when his bosses began harassing him because he was letting others in on the big secret. But now that others are greeting his claims with skepticism and outright hostility, he says he wishes he just kept his big mouth shut. Lazar says he never took the idea of breaking security lightly. He just wanted to let the world in on a story he says we all should have been told.
This story is extraordinary, especially if it's true. And it all started in the desert, just north of Las Vegas.
A local scientist who's worked at Groom Lake
Said to be where top-secret weapons systems have been tested over the years.
He has asked that his identity be shielded.
Exactly what's going on up there?
What's going on up there could be the most important event in history. Physical contact and proof from another system, another planet, another intelligence.
What would happen to you if the government learned that you were giving us this information?
He just wanted to stay alive. Maybe this has been kept from us for a good reason.
Sir, how do we know you are who you say you are?
My name's Bob Lazar. I'm known for working at a classified base and reverse engineered alien spacecraft.
It went all over the world. You put Area 51 on the map.
Can we ever be made whole if we're not believed?
We can't verify what was going on in his background.
I have no motivation to lie. The science and the technology can change us.
We've always looked to the skies for answers, instead of looking into ourselves.